is not a drill. This is real. This is not a drill.
No, it ain't. Can you hear me?
This is not a drill.
Shawty fine. Can you hear me?
This is not a drill.
No, it ain't. Let me hear you say.
This is not a drill. This is real.
This is the real thing.
All right. Good morning. I needed a little bit of that. Don't you like the song? I like the song, Joseph.
Come on. I love it.
Sometimes I just got to let it rock. Who has a donated theme song by Aloe Black?
Come on.
I think that's pretty dope.
Just us.
Just us. My name is Melina Abdullah. I'm professor of Pan-African Studies at Cal State LA's College of Ethnic Studies, social justice unionist with the California Faculty Association. I'm co-founder of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles and Black Lives Matter Grassroots, where I'm also director. And most importantly, I am Tandiwe Amara and Amen's mama. And I get to be in studio with who? With who? Who's sitting across the way from me, across the table from me? None other than Joseph Williams. Joseph Williams is core organizer with Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, and he is director of Students Deserve, and he been running from me on the spades table.
About that.
Look, you know what I've come to terms with?
What's that?
I'm really excellent at dominoes, like excellent at dominoes. I'm mediocre at spades. I played with somebody else. I cheated on y'all. I played with somebody else a couple weeks ago.
Heartbroken.
Oh, I reneged on something.
Oh, no.
I was like, you know what? You're really not that good. You all right. You all right.
Self-awareness is key.
Now, dominoes,
important.
you're excellent. But spades,
Getting down on
I
balance.
can play spades. I'm not ashamed, but I'm like, I think a B minus.
I don't know. B minus is you grading harsh.
You think I'm better than a B minus?
Well, I don't know. I'm also not the whatever, the judge, the spades judge. But you all right.
I'm all right.
Cutting
I'm
cards
all right.
sometimes.
I'm all right. If I have a good hand, I know what to do with it.
That's the most important part.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to be talking about today, I hope everybody is getting ready. The weather is perfect protest weather. 78 degrees is what's expected. As we get ready to go downtown, we're expecting tens of thousands of people. Apparently, Karen Bass thinks we're not going to take the freeway. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But your little buster gates that you put up are not going to be the determinant of what the people do for the No Kings March. I thought Karen Bass should be saying no kings too, right?
Right.
That's a very lowest common denominator. We just don't want a fascist in the White House, right? That's all. Just no fascist in the White House who murders children and rapes kids and, gives away all the public money to private companies. We just don't want that fool in the White House. Almost 70% of the American public now agree that we don't want that fool in the White House no more, right? So No Kings March is planned for today at 2 o'clock in Los Angeles. We're expecting tens of thousands of folks. That's what we're going to be talking about during our second hour. Of course, during our first hour, we're going to have our More Than a Hashtag conversation. I know a lot of folks may not have heard of the name Jaquay Rabone, who was killed by San Bernardino County sheriffs out of jurisdiction in Riverside, doing nothing. He was doing nothing. He was living his life. He had just gone to the restroom in a mall when police killed him. And so we're going to be talking with his mama and his family for a More Than a Hashtag conversation. Of course, before we do any of that, we're going to get into headlines. And before we get into that, we're going to ground ourselves because this moment needs some grounding. We recognize that this country was built on the stolen land of indigenous people by the stolen labor and lives of our African ancestors. And we invite you to steal back some time for yourself, just a couple of seconds, and still yourself. If you're in a place where you can, put both feet on the ground, hands in your lap, palms up, and take a deep breath in. And breathe out. The land which we inhabit in what is now known as Los Angeles is physically situated in the original ancestral homelands of the Tongva, Quiche, Chumash, and Gabrielino people. We pay respect to the Tongva, Quiche, Chumash, Gabrielino, and all indigenous people, past, present, and future, and their continuing presence in the homeland and throughout their historical diaspora. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. We pay homage to those who were stolen from Africa, placed into bondage, falsely named as chattel, and forced into labor, who were called slaves but never submitted as such, who have always been fully human with an unbroken connection to the divine and to each other. We honor our African ancestors for the still unpaid labor which built what is now the Americas. And take a last deep breath in and breathe out. To both our indigenous and African forebears, we commit to the continued struggle for liberation and reparations, for it is only through freedom and justice that we truly give honor. Ashe.
Ashe.
So again, today, we're talking about No Kings. No Kings, the big No Kings protest. There's more than 300 protests planned for all around the country. I think there's like 8 in Southern California alone. Big No Kings protest here in Los Angeles. We start at 2 o'clock at Grand Park, now renamed Gloria Molina Park. That's the park right across the street from City Hall, 200 North Main Street. We ask people to get there. Lots of folks are going to get there, right? So it starts at 2 o'clock. I plan to be there. Black Lives Matter Los Angeles is set to take the stage in the 2 o'clock hour with Joseph Williams emceeing part of the program.
Something like that.
What? You want to hear Joseph turn it up?
Who's up? Come through. Holla at us.
We going to be there. That's the
We'll get
plan.
down.
We'll also be there all afternoon in the resource area of the park. So we'll have a table set up to get folks to fill out the People's Budget Survey. So we want you to fill out that People's Budget Survey. In fact, as you're listening, please feel free to multitask. We won't be offended. peoplesbudgetla.com/survey, peoplesbudgetla.com/survey. Take a couple of minutes and answer the question, do you want 50% of your city taxpayer dollars to go to LAPD? The same LAPD that just this week was protecting the ICE agent Brian Palacios, who killed Keith Porter, who when after being pushed, they finally said, oh, we'll meet with you, to the family of, again, Black father and worker and son and community member Keith Porter. They took his family, put them and us in a really small, I didn't even debrief with you, but we were put into an interrogation room as if we were the suspects, when the family is the victim. Then went on to say, do you know how many cases we have to deal with? We don't have time to really be having these conversations. This is what they said to the family of the victim. So do you want to continue to give that LAPD half of your taxpayer dollars?
Absolutely not.
Or you want to house our folks? If you get your news from where I get my news, which is Instagram, then you know that it was through investigative journalism, but also community reports, that we found that not only are unhoused people living in tents, but they're actually living in sewers. I don't know if you saw this. Actually, I can't even make myself say it, living in sewers. How disgusting of a city that will fund the police to the tune of more than $4 billion a year, but have black people, because these are black people, living in sewers. That's disgusting. If you think it's disgusting, fill out the survey at peoplesbudgetla.com. When we come forward, we're going to hop into these headlines with Joseph Williams.
More of BLM's This Is Not a Drill? Up next. We got a lot to talk about.
Ever notice how your floors still look dirty, even after you mop?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Swiffer Power Mop gives you a deeper clean you can actually see.
I'm listening.
Unlike string mops, Swiffer Power Mop absorbs more dirt and locks it away, even in those hard-to-reach spots.
Like behind the toilet?
Exactly. The new micro scrubbers deliver thousands of tiny deep cleaning actions, so your floors look, smell, and feel clean.
Bye-bye, dirty floors. Hello, Swiffer Power Mop.
Try the Swiffer Power Mop. Love it or your money back.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me.
This March, we're turning up the volume on the women who changed everything. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to celebrate Women's History Month, honoring the trailblazers, truth tellers, and game changers who shaped our world, our culture, and our community. From the freedom fighters to the firsts, from the boardroom to the front lines, from the unsung to the unforgettable. All month long, we're celebrating the stories, the voices, and the conversations that remind us that women, Black women, have always led the way. Don't miss a moment. This is our moment. This is our story. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580, Los Angeles' home for the conversations that matter.
I'm your girl, you're my girl, we're your girls. Won't you know that we love you?
You're listening to BLM's This Is Not a Drill. Now, back to the conversation.
I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop.
Simeon.
She likes to dance to the rap.
You're listening to This Is Not a Drill. My name is Melina Abdullah, and we are about to hop into these headlines with Joseph Williams. What we got today, Joseph?
What's up, Doc? Yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of Waukesha Wilson, and her soul continues to soar. There was a special ceremony by City Councilwoman Isabel Jurado, where the plaza outside of LAPD Metro Detention Center was officially named Waukesha Wilson Square. Waukesha's family and BLMLA community filled the chambers before celebrating the birthday of Waukesha's aunt. Sheila Hines. May Waukesha's spirit continue to rise in power. Say her name.
Waukesha Wilson. It was a beautiful gathering. We know Waukesha was killed on the same day as her aunt, who's really like a momty, right? Not just an auntie. A momty helped to raise Waukesha. She was killed on Sister Sheila's birthday. And for the last 10 years, because we've been struggling with the family since day one, I've never... Sister Sheila has always prohibited us from saying happy birthday. And this year, we were able to take her out after that square was renamed. And we went out. She wanted to go to Doolin's. We went to Doolin's, about 20 of us. And we got her favorite cake. And we said happy birthday. We sang happy birthday. And I know one of the things we whispered to her is, Waukesha wants you to have joy. So all of these steps forward are important. And 10 years after Waukesha Wilson was killed inside Metro Detention Center downtown, we are making strides, and her spirit guides us. We won Waukesha's Law, which was actually used in Brian Bostic's killing, right? Brian Bostic was killed this month, just a couple weeks ago, by Inglewood PD, but what they couldn't do is cover it up, right? They had to, because of Waukesha's Law, there was required sharing of the fact that he wasn't, not that that brings his life back, but Waukesha continues to make an impact, and so we struggle for justice in her name. I'm sure the LAPD and the detention folks, the detention staff in that Metro Detention Center are going to hate having to walk past Waukesha Wilson Plaza when they walk in, and may they be cursed by her spirit, right? And may all of those who that detention center holds be blessed and protected by Waukesha's spirit.
Ashe. You mentioned Brian Bostic. For those of y'all who don't know, Brian Bostic was killed March 10th, 2026 by Inglewood PD with no body cam footage and a story that reeks of a cover-up. The family has no answers as they grieve the theft of their loved one. Protests in Brian's name began last Sunday, continued with an all-out to Inglewood City Council meeting this Tuesday, and will continue every week until the family gets answers and accountability. Next up, they are protesting this Sunday, tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Hillcrest and Nutwood in Inglewood.
And they need you to show up. The community is showing up. The family is showing up. And we need everybody to show up in the name of Brian Bostic.
It was powerful being out there with his family last week as they were, obviously really hurt and also really clear in their demand for justice and accountability. So, yes, please do show up to support the family tomorrow. Next up, this week marked the close of LA's Charter Reform Commission hearings with unprecedented county participation and a courageous commissioner, Reverend Dr. James Thomas, who was insistent. The commission officially recommended stronger police oversight and community control.
And so, look, Baba Keeley always says we got to count our victories, right? And I was actually one of the scholars who helped inform the commission years ago when they had the first Charter Reform Commission. And this has never happened. This has never happened that the commission actually did something that wasn't giving more power away to a mayor or more power away to these interests that are outside of community. One, because we have Reverend Dr. James Thomas on the commission, but two, because community showed up to every single meeting.
Come on.
Black Lives Matter Los Angeles showed up, White People for Black Lives showed up, and we were really encouraged and coordinated by Black Workers Center, which is took on charter reform as one of the primary things that they were doing to work for good Black jobs, but also to make sure that we push forward the things that we need. And, they said that now the city council should have the power to fire cops. Right now it rests with an unaccountable police commission who's not beholden to anybody except the mayor that appoints them. And so this is a major stride. Now we got to make sure that the mayor actually adopts the recommendations. But this is a major stride. So thank you so much to everybody who showed up. Please follow the work of the LA Black Workers Center. They're going to have a debrief next week on what's happening, but also how we have to plug in to make sure those recommendations get pushed through.
Shout out to the Black Workers Center. A lot of folks over there that we love. This coming Wednesday's End Police Association's rally will be back in front of the ACLU building's mural, which is set to come down in the next few weeks since the building was sold. We'll be protesting the LA Police Protective League headquarters across the street, the police association representing LAPD officers. That is this Wednesday, April 1st at 4 p.m. At 1313 West 8th Street.
And April 1st is my favorite holiday.
Oh, my gosh.
It's my we may have some tricks up our sleeves,
Lord
some April Fool's Day shenanigans for the cops in that Legion of Doom over there.
Woo.
Maybe we should come with a pocket full of rubber pigs. Maybe we should put some donuts on a fishing line, right?
Come on.
We gonna have a good time, but we're also gonna protest. Again, that's this coming Wednesday, 4 p.m., 1313 West 8th.
Come through. Because, as Doc said earlier, LAPD receives almost half of the general fund, and City Council and the mayor continue to give them more money, all while essential services are being cut due to the large budget deficit. The Black Lives Matter LA-led People's Budget Coalition organizes a participatory budgeting process that allows the people to prioritize how we want our tax dollars to be spent, and we want to hear from you. Take and share the survey now online at peoplesbudgetla.com/survey.
So I think I have time for a quick editorial.
Come on.
Okay. So one, take your phone out right now, peoplesbudgetla.com/survey, peoplesbudgetla.com/survey. Fill it out as you're listening. We need you to complete that survey. Here's my quick editorial. We gather the beliefs and thoughts and responses of our community members. We do this because we believe we should have control over where our tax dollars go. And that's through the survey. It's also through things like we had a Freedom Dreaming Circle at Black Women Are Divine this year. Thank you so much to Dr. Tabitha Jones-Jolivet for leading that circle, right? What kind of world do we want, need, and deserve, right? And we freedom dreamed together around that. So that's kind of qualitative data that we use to inform the report that we generate. We've been generating this report every year since 2020, right? We also, our newest young member, Angelina, was at LA Can yesterday, gathering thoughts and survey responses from the women who were organizing themselves on Skid Row. That's really important that we do that. For the first time since your mayor, your favorite Karen, took office, she said she will not receive those results. She's not going to come to the People's Budget presentation. But we still having it. It's a People's Budget Assembly. That date is April 16th. Mark your calendar, April 16th at 7 p.m. at BLMLA's Center for Black Power right here in Africatown, 3423 West 43rd Place. We're going to come. We're inviting every single mayoral candidate to come listen to the responses of the people. I don't expect any surprises. Every year, people say, we want to spend our money on housing. That's the number one priority. We want our people housed. They should not be living in tents. They should not be living unhoused. They shouldn't be climbing out of storm drains because they're living in sewers. We want our people housed. We want resources for our communities. Joseph, you do great work in the schools. How are we going to make sure our kids have something to do after school? We know that so-called youth crime happens between the hours of 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. You know what virtually eliminates youth crime? Good after-school programs. So if we use that money to fund after-school programs, if we use that money for good jobs for Black people, right? That would be the kind of thing that we want to have a sustainable and thriving city. So it's never deviated. That's what people say they want. They say they want to defund 3 areas. I know people say they don't like hearing this, but I'm going to still say it. People say they want to defund the police, prosecutions, and parking enforcement. Let's stop spending our money on those things and spend our money on housing, jobs, after school programs, libraries. That's what people want to spend their money on.
Come on.
So fill out the People's Budget survey, say where you want your money spent, and then also show up on April 16th, 7 p.m. We'll also have great Jamaican patties for you to eat for dinner. You don't have to cook that night.
Come through. Do all of that, and on today, join us. We will be out passing out the survey, flyering, and protesting today at the No Kings protest starting at 2 p.m. Gloria Molina, also known as Grand Park. The BLMLA crew, along with our folks in Students Deserve and UTLA's Cecily Maillard Cruz, also a BLMLA member, will all be scheduled to take the stage in the 2 p.m. hour, and will be tabling for the entire afternoon at the Resource Fair. I think that's a wrap, Doc.
Yeah, we're expecting tens of thousands of people. So you want to be one of those people that at least says you don't want a devil in the White House, but then also goes further and says, what do you want? What do we want? Right? And that's what we're going to be pushing there. Yes, that's a wrap for headlines. Thank you so much, Joseph. Coming forward, we'll have the mother of Jaquay Rabone, who was 23 years old when he was killed by San Bernardino County sheriffs in Riverside, California. That's next right here on This Is Not a Drill.
More of BLM's This Is Not a Drill up next. We've got a lot to talk about.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. As a Homeland Security funding bill is resisted by the House, airport delays continue due to TSA staffing shortages.
Good morning. Top
Good
of the
to
morning.
see you. Good to
Thank
see you.
You too. Thank you.
This
we got
is
Jaquay
Joseph.
here with us too.
You said what?
We have Jaquay here with us too.
I see him. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. And is your nephew joining, or is it just you?
I thought he had joined. He should. He didn't log in. He's up. Let me see. Oh shoot! Did I log out the whole thing?
No, you're here. You just turned your camera off. No worries. I can reach out and send him the link and see if he's hopping on.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I
turn your camera back on though. I think you just hit the camera off button.
Sorry, y'all. I had it all. See, I had it all set up till I tried to text someone else.
It might be that. Did you switch the direction of your camera?
I pressed X. I pressed the whole X button out. Okay, now it says I'm entering again.
There we go. I see. Okay, perfect.
Good morning.
Oh, good. You did make it. Good morning.
I might be a couple seconds late, but I'm always coming. I promise. How you doing?
Good. And you're Jaquay's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So I don't know if Sister Taisha shared with you, but there's just going to be about 3 questions. Who was he as a person? and then we'll talk about the circumstances that stole his life, and then we'll talk about what justice looks like, okay?
No problem. I'm gonna let you lead the way. I'm gonna let you know though. I am a talker, so I ain't gonna run off your show and run in my mouth.
Am I back? Okay, I'm back.
You're here, Sister Keisha.
Morning, Auntie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was talking to Auntie.
Hi, nephew. Good morning.
Okay, I was making sure you hear me.
Okay, so we got a schedule. So if I cut you off, don't be mad at me, okay?
Okay, it's understandable.
Okay. Kente, it's Kente, right?
Yes, ma'am. Kente. That's my first name.
Okay. Kente Isaiah. Okay.
I put Kunta on there. I should change that.
Would you prefer to be called Kunta? I don't mind.
Yeah, no, I prefer to be called. I prefer to be called Kunta.
Kunta? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna come off commercial in just a few minutes. So I'm gonna go back on mute.
And then Kuta, you kind of caught you at a bad time, huh?
No, never. It's never a bad time. You know me. I'm always doing something. I just have to go run. I'm gonna tell you what happened. My dog, my King Corso, was choking last night, spitting up blood. I had to take her to the dog emergency room. I've been up doing all that all night. That's what I've been doing. And
See,
my mama dog.
got 3 hours of sleep today, so I did good. I got 3 hours of sleep.
You got something on the clock.
Yes.
He said, I got two. That's a blessing. You know, everything.
That is.
I'm still.
What's his name? Joseph. Right? I should have had my glasses on. Joseph. Yes.
Post a job on ZipRecruiter.
Then we about to come talk commercial.
That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here,
That's
cousin back here.
ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I
filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS.
Miss
at
Melinda,
LifeLock.com.
was you ever to
Terms
watch
apply.
the video?
There's no championship league for small business owners. But if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro.
See him back
Sign up
there
for free
looking
at
good?
Lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo.
And in tall.
BLM's This Is Not a Drill continues right now.
My name is Melina Abdullah, and you're listening to This Is Not a Drill on KBLA Talk 1580, and I'm in studio with Joseph Williams, who's co-hosting, and you got a call, Joseph. I love that the listeners are more informed sometimes than we are. They asked something. What she asked?
Come on. She asked if there's a Students Deserve meeting today. There is a Parent Institute today right after the show, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Community Coalition. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Community Coalition, 8101 Vermont Avenue. If you're a parent, black parent trying to support your young person in the schools, trying to navigate BSAP, the school to prison pipeline, trying to keep your kids out of the school to prison pipeline, join us today, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at COCO.
Thank you for calling in and asking us to announce that, yes, there is a parent meeting. So black students, we continue to organize, and we don't erase the B in BSAP. We keep the black in BSAP.
Come on.
Right? Yeah. So right after the show, and you can go from listening to the show to the parent meeting at Coco to the No Kings, and you can have a full day. And I think there's food at the parent meeting.
Sure is.
That's right. That's right. So you're welcome to call in at any point during the show. Our number is 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. We're moving into our more than a hashtag conversation. And I don't know if you all heard, but I got the news late. I got the news on Instagram when Sister Taisha Moody reached out. She is the mother of Jaquay Rabone, who was murdered by San Bernardino County sheriffs earlier this year. And they were out of jurisdiction, and they murdered this young 23-year-old black man in Riverside. And we have joining us this morning Jaquay's mother, Taisha Moody, along with his cousin, Brother Kunta. And thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Sister, I know we've talked. I'm wondering if you can share for the listeners, who is your son, Jaquay, whose larger than life image is right behind you, reminding us that his spirit is still here. So we'll speak about him in present tense. Who is Jaquay?
Jaquay is more than just a son. Jaquay is a friend. He's a brother. He's a homie. He's a nephew. He's a grandson. He's an inspiring rapper. He was very loved out here. He was very touching. He loves the kids. He loves his community. Gives to his community. You know, he was the type that if he driving down the street and he don't have no shoes on, mom, pull over so I can give him these shoes. He was that type of person. He had a heart. He was raised to be a man. He was raised to do right by his family, his friends. Very loyal, very loving. No questions asked.
23 years old. Only 23 years old. And when we spoke, I said my oldest is 22. That's when they're just stepping into adulthood. They're just starting to become who they're meant to be. And he was finding his way. He was a musician and an artist. Brother Kunta, that's your cousin. You want to tell us more about who Jaquay was to you, and what his spirit is?
Yes, yes, indeed. One thing about the Quay, when you get to emphasizing with somebody and you just say, okay, I understand what you're going through. He naturally did that. When you walked up to him and get to telling him what you're going through, he naturally everything he could to fix the situation because that's who he was, and he did that with everybody. He didn't have no pun intended with nobody. He didn't walk around with no chip on his shoulder. Nothing. Nothing. He's very loving, very caring. You know what I'm saying? Very charismatic. He's beyond an artist. You know what I'm saying? He's more like when you get to listening to how he talks, he was somebody that can take you through his lifestyle with his words, but at the same time help yours. You know what I'm saying? And he's just very caring, very loving, very beyond, like my auntie said, beyond loyal, beyond loyal, beyond loyal. And he was so much to everybody, man. He was a brother, he was a homie, he was a friend. He's all that and some. And yes, indeed. Very compassionate person, though. That's for sure.
So he sounds like a phenomenal human being.
He is.
What happened? What happened? Do we know?
So,
are you asking me or are you asking Auntie?
About to share with us, and then we can go to you, Brother Kunta.
So from Jaquay, he was, you know, he it basically boils down. He was at a um he was at a store. I mean, he was in the store. He asked to use the restroom. They told him it was broke. They sent him to another store to use the restroom. Um, when he proceeded to leave, he seen the police. He didn't give him no words. He didn't say much to him. He just instantly took off running. He took off running. They shot him 11 times in his back. They shot him 8 times, 8 times running, and 2 times while he was on the ground. They left his body out there for over 10 hours while they were investigating. It rained on him. They left him sitting out there on the ground uncovered. People posting videos with my son uncovered on the ground, face down, handcuffed, deceased. And as of to this day, they never informed me that my son was murdered. I was informed through social media. I was never informed through them. No one talks to me. No one tells me anything. They hid my son's autopsy report. They have not released anything to me at all. And and to hear witnesses say my son was just scared, I know he was scared, but no, because he always tells me, "Mom, these police want to kill me. I'm 6'3". I'm big. You know, they look at me as a threat." He was scared for his life. They were in unmarked cars. They were no uniforms. Some didn't even have body cams on. They were just bent over power related or something towards him.
I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're gonna be
Brother
all right.
Kunta, do you
We're
want
gonna
to
get through this.
add?
We're gonna get through this, I think. I promise you that. One step at a time, we're gonna get through this. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Want to add, Brother Kunta?
Yes, most definitely. I want to add, and before I get, I was just wanting to let you know that it's a drag within the connection, so I apologize, but I'm gonna just go. Okay. Let me go ahead and to answer your question. What happened? My little cousin was assassinated by law enforcement brutally with no malice, and they did it intentionally, and they hunted him down like he was an animal. That's what happened. I'm gonna give you. I told you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. They shot him down. They overkilled him, broad daylight in Riverside, California. To shoot a person one time, okay, they got a weapon. That might be understandable. Nah, y'all didn't shoot him one. Y'all didn't shoot him two, three. Y'all shot him 11 times. That's an overkill. And watch this. The reason why y'all hunting him down was seeing what was the root from all this. It was a domestic violence situation that's being taped and amplified to a level to where he's looking like the worst criminal on this side of the Mississippi, on this side of the West Hemisphere. But here's the thing: he never been to jail. He never been to prison. He's never actually been sent away. But this is the way they treated him, though. When his name came across, y'all treated him like he was the most high level profile criminal. Watch this. Let's put a light on this. It was U.S. Marshals there for a failure to appear. You got U.S. Marshals. That don't make no sense in any type of shape or form. And mind you, I'm an ex-convict is what I have to walk around as now, right? But mind you, when I say ex-convict, I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to this law. I'm very, very like intelligent, and I didn't serve a lot of police. I didn't got a lot of police dismember attorneys dismember. I didn't got a police like they bad stood. Yeah, that's what we on right now. Because one thing that happens in this situation, they always want to give you the money and then make you sign a non-disclosure agreement to not talk about it no more. We don't want the money for real. We want y'all to come serve justice. Because that's the way y'all treated us, right? Every time y'all arrested us and read us our Miranda rights, it's because we was in the wrong. We want the officers to go read the other officers' Miranda rights because they're in the wrong. Very simple as a human being. And that's what we have with this.
Forward, Brother Kunta and Sister Taisha, we're going to ask you how we support you in struggling for justice in Jaquay's name. What can we do? because you're right, he was hunted down. He was shot 11 times. 11 times. What does justice look like, and where are we on that quest for justice? More with the family of Jaquay Rabone when we come forward.
BLM, this is not a drill, continues when we come forward.
Heading out of town this spring? Metro makes
Sister
getting to
Aisha,
LAX
I'm
easier
sorry.
than ever.
Are you okay? Yeah. How many siblings does he have? You said you have.
I have he has 3 younger brothers on my side of the family. I mean, yeah, he has 3 younger brothers. I mean, he has 3 younger brothers, and an older sister and an older brother.
So he's one of 6. One of 6.
And on his dad's side, he's one of 4.
Okay.
His dad's side, he has 3 younger siblings also.
Okay.
So he has a pretty strong system.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I'm sure they're missing him too.
Yeah, my son still inboxes him every day. His 6, 7-year-old brother inboxes him every single day still. I just read his message yesterday. He said, "I know you're watching TV, Quay Quay." If that makes him feel better and more at peace and comfortable, I just let him text him. I don't tell him, don't text him, don't,
Yeah.
it's it's something we don't see, It, like I said, we're in this town. We're not like out here. You guys are big. You guys are huge in LA. We're not like that out
I
here.
apologize for if I'm not chiming in. The service is not good. I apologize.
It's they're not. I don't. I go to a lot of meetings. I've learned a lot these last 66 days. My son been gone 66 days today, and I learned a lot. I have my days. Trust me, I have my days. I try to push and push. Some days I just can't. No.
And this was January 27th. What was the date?
22nd.
22nd. Okay. All right, we're coming back in just a sec.
Never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on a digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind the scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
Unapologetically progressive, unapologetically black. More now, BLM's This Is Not a Drill.
My name is Melina Abdullah, and we are in our more than a hashtag conversation on This Is Not a Drill. We're talking with the family of Jaquay Rabone, who was killed by San Bernardino County Sheriffs in Riverside on January 22nd of this year. His family still has no answers, no accountability, just lies about who Jaquay Rabone was. Just lies about why they were there. There should not have been one of the things that was brought up. Why are U.S. Marshals there? Why are they storming a mall like they were dealing with some, terrorism suspect when they're not? He's not even, doesn't even have a significant record, never been to prison, as was pointed out. But also, no matter what, he deserved to live. There was no reason for his murder, no justification for his murder. What can we do to get some semblance of justice? And I always say that, we can't get justice for Jaquay because justice would mean he's here. He's here with his siblings. He's one of many siblings who love him and miss him, here with his mom, here with his cousins. That would be justice for him. How do we get some semblance of justice in his name? What does that look like for you, Sister Taisha?
He has his father, I don't know. His father was trying to log on. I think he couldn't get on, but to know he did have two parents. You know, he wasn't. I was a single mom, but he also had a father. You know, um, to justice to me, like I said, a lot of people don't come out and show support. You know how you would think. There was over 200 people maybe at his funeral. When I do these protests, I'm alone. You know, my son doesn't have no one's there. I could say we have 20 people the most that come out and protest with us. I wanted more people to spread his name, even if it's just spreading the video. I put the video back out there again because it seemed like it died back down. I myself can't personally watch the video. I can't. I can go by what people are telling me that's in the video, but I personally can't. You know, I don't feel it should take me to get an attorney to get answers about my son's death. I don't feel like I should be able to get answers without an attorney present. I am a human. He's a human. You should be able to talk to me too, one to one. I just want more people to know his name, know his story, know he wasn't who they're saying he is. No, we need people to come out and march with us. And no, we need more people to just support Jaquay. Support Jaquay. Also known TGK Splash. If you listen to his music, you will know him as TGK Splash. Not to me, he's still gonna be Jaquay, and I just want more people out here marching with us. Show these people that he has a tribe behind him. He's not alone. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna remain quiet. We're not gonna sweep this under the rug. He's not gonna be another statistic to this. He's not gonna be another statistic. We gotta get and I'm not just gonna fight for my son. I'm gonna fight for other young black men that were assassinated. So I just want more support and more help for Jaquay. Justice for Jaquay.
Jaquay.
If I may,
Yes.
okay, let me tell you what the other side is. Everything else we want is justice. We would like transparency, first thing first. Just like if any other crime was committed, the individual was posted everywhere so the community can know what they're at threat with. So we would like for the individuals that would assassinate my cousin to be publicly displayed so the public can know these individuals is a good it's a good chance that they might harm you. Protect yourself, stay away from them. That's the first thing. On top of that, we want them to really go stand in front of a judge. I really want another officer to read them their Miranda rights. It's very simple. If y'all so comfortable reading Miranda rights for a criminal, look at your fellow officer that's been breaking the law over every time they put on that uniform and realize that's the biggest criminal that you might ever meet. Read him his Miranda rights. That's the first thing first. That's the justice we need. On top of case law, like my auntie said, it's not just for Jaquay, but it's for every individual that will be victimized by the police. We need accountability from all in law enforcement. Y'all are law enforcement for one reason, to protect and serve. Y'all protecting and serving us. Y'all not supposed to be victimizing us, assassinating us, breaking us down, making us walk around nervous or with PTSD or anything else of the sort. Let's get back to being Americans, right? And remember, this is the United States and we all one, and let's figure this out as one. Not one side, oh, we feel this way and y'all feel that way. No. Let's do this as one. But one thing for certain, that just to answer your question, is justice. Every person that held a gun, that squeezed that trigger, that made a bullet project out of it, that entered Jaquay's body, come face your justice. Because you done brought justice to a lot of individuals. Come face yours. Because you know you was wrong and incorrect the way y'all did everything. And that's why I want that.
Have they even giving you the names of the cops who were there? Have they given the names of the people who killed Jaquay?
Watch this, Doc, because I want people to understand this. Our constitutional rights are being violated when it comes to due process. Why? Because we are not allowed to even file a citizen complaint. Why? Because we are not allowed to identify the assailant that's being protected under this fictitious sense of immunity that doesn't even exist. So no, to answer your question, no, we haven't got the names. And we haven't been able to file a citizen complaint. We haven't even been able to contact the internal affairs respectfully. The Department of Justice then took over the investigation, and they're not transparent about anything. All they're saying is under investigation. That's fine, but can you tell us who you're investigating? No. They're denying that. Why are you denying it? As a American citizen, why would you deny exposing the killer?
Right. Because they don't want. The whole system is conspiring for the cops and not conspiring for justice. How do people plug in with you? I know, Sister Taisha, there's a Facebook page.
Yes, I have my Facebook page, but if you also go onto hashtag Justice for Jaquay, you'll see my daughter on there. You'll see Kunta on there. My Facebook is my name, Taisha Moody. So if you want to reach out, please. I don't turn away no help. I don't turn away no suggestions. I'm open to any and everything that's gonna bring something to this table. So always can reach me at Taisha Moody.
Is there another protest planned, or are we in the planning stages?
We have a protest on Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up at the what is it? The San Bernardino Sheriff's
Department, Police Department.
And they're right across the street from the district attorney's office. So our tactic is to protest between those two places. I have a visual set up every 22nd of the month in Riverside where he was murdered at.
Time is the protest on Tuesday?
At 10 a.m.
Tuesday, 10 a.m. in front of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office. We'll make sure we post everything at BLM Grassroots and BLM Los Angeles. We want to say justice for Jaquay, and Jaquay Rabone. Let's say his name, Jaquay Rabone. Okay, we'll make sure we stay plugged in. Thank you so much for joining us. When we come forward, we'll be talking about No Kings right here on This Is Not a Drill.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
Thank you.
Do you have a flyer for Tuesday?
Do.
Okay, send me the flyer so we can post it and encourage people to come.
I appreciate you so much.
Okay, I'm here. Call me or text me anytime, okay?
Did you ever get a chance to watch the video?
Just part of it. I can't do much of it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you both.
Love you much. Thank you.
Love you too.
All right. I love you, nephew. I'll call you, okay?
All right, I love you too. I keep stay safe, baby. Keep on.
Taisha was in my DMs trying to get a hold of you, boy.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah, she's in my shoes.
She was in ours. Really?
Like, yo, I see you gonna be on the radio.
Where those at?
Of the most important talk radio hosts in the nation. Last year, Tavis ranked number 33, and the year before, number 45. The Tavis Smiley Show has rapidly expanded its national syndication to now include nearly 50 radio stations across the country and counting. Congratulations, Tavis.
This is not a drill. 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 This is real. not a drill. No, it ain't.
So it's time for you to start getting up and getting dressed because we got stuff to do today. My name is Melina Abdullah. You're listening to This Is Not a Drill. And this is also No Kings Day. No Kings, third part 3. We rolling out today in Los Angeles, 2:00. We're going to be downtown at Gloria Molina Park. That's what we used to call Grand Park. So 200 North Main. We're expecting tens of thousands of people to come out. The common denominator is no kings, no devils in the White House. That's a common denominator. And Black Lives Matter Los Angeles is going to be there, so we're going to say that's not enough, right? I'm Muslim, but I have read the Bible. I know the devil doesn't move by himself, that the devil got fallen angels next to him. So it's not just Donald Trump. Once we get rid of Donald Trump, J.D. Vance is a devil too, right? Once we get rid of them, even if you say these midterms, we're going to vote out all the Republicans and the Dems are going to take over. Remember that the Dems are pro-Israel too. So we're going to say no kings, but we're also going to say that in this moment, at least what I plan to say, in this moment, it's not enough to just say what we don't want. I'm not a sports person, and but I do know I'm reversing it when I say the best defense is a good offense, right? What is our offense? What does our offensive game look like? What are we building towards? And this disaster moment, this moment of unfettered fascism, also challenges us to build the world that we want, need, and deserve. So today is No Kings Day, and the 4 of us in studio, the 1 of us on StreamYard, all plan to be downtown to turn it up and really push us to build the world we want, need, and deserve, to demand it and to create it, And so we have joining us in studio, my brother from another mother, Eric Hardiman is here. You know Brother Eric is the Black entrepreneur. What it is, people.
Hey, everybody watching all over the world, man. Y'all know who it is, man. It's Eric, the Black entrepreneur. And
pull that close. Pull the mic close.
And today's No King. So
yeah. And with Brother Eric, we got Sister Alexandria Augustine, young, courageous sister who is unafraid. And we've connected only on Instagram before.
I've been trying to talk to her for a while, y'all.
I'm so glad that we get to connect, because that protest that you led, challenging the mayor, I was out of town, so I couldn't join you.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that there's energy and movement and people saying, nah, we don't have to get down like this. There's other ways to get down.
Absolutely.
So Alexandria Augustine is here. Also, who's going to be at No Kings is my co-host, my friend, my brother, my Spades nemesis.
What's up? It's me. What's up, y'all?
Joseph Williams, Director of Students Deserve, core team member of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles. He's going to be hosting part of the day. And then also Georgia, Sister Georgia Flowers Lee is on from UTLA. All these things are connected. It's all connected. I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but now people can say, what have I always said? I'm a conspiracy realist. There's a whole conspiracy. What are you talking about? There is a conspiracy, especially against black folks. The way that they mistreat our children in schools is absolutely connected with the overfunding of police. The way in which they keep killing black people is absolutely connected with Zionism. It's absolutely connected to a fake war on Iran that now they what did they say? You wrote a check that your behind can't cash, right? All of those things are connected. So Georgia Flowers Lee is here as well, and UTLA will be not in the building. They'll be outside for No Kings, and we want you to be outside for No Kings. So, Brother Eric, you called us together.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do it. It was so important to have representation of black voices, young people that have been vets in the game, I thought it was very important for the message to go out repeatedly from the black perspective. So it was very important for me to gather all the people that I gathered for No Kings. It's been a tremendous experience working with Alexandria, Black Lives Matter, and all the hosts and organizers that are part of No Kings. So yeah, it's just been an absolute amazing experience.
So start us at the beginning, Brother Eric. You were there for the first No Kings demonstration.
Yes.
There was a little drama. We fixed the drama.
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
But what does that even mean when we say No Kings, and who is it that's pulling this together?
So there's various groups that are involved, but for LA, 5051 is a part of a major part of putting this thing together. And ever since we did have an issue for the first No Kings, 5051 has been a big proponent for Public Statement Apparel and myself. So I commend them for fixing the situation as well as involving me and really taking what I have to say to heart in regards to planning, organizing, and everything else that goes along with being a part of the movement. So, yeah.
That's right. We already have callers, and you're welcome to call in. Our phone number is 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. I have a question if the callers don't ask it about who is 5051, right? Everybody has that question. We have Natalie calling in on line 1. What you got for us? This is our. It might be our Natalie. Yeah. Who's calling in? Natalie, you got
it's
the
Queen.
mic.
It's Queen Antifa. It's Queen Antifa.
All right. What's up, Sister Natalie?
What's up? I just want to thank you all for fighting for our rights and letting everybody know about No Kings. I want to say hi to my brother Eric, hi to my sister Antifa, Alex, hi to my brother Joseph, and hi to my mama, a.k.a. Auntie Melina. I'm proud of y'all. Black Lives Matter, and hi to I forgot the teacher from UCLA.
Sister Georgia.
Sister Georgia. I'm on the phone now. I can't look at the screen. I was watching on YouTube. But anyway, I'm sorry. But I'm standing with the teachers. My son goes to Hooper Primary, so his teacher, or his principal and assistant principal, got the pink slip to be demoted from being a principal and assistant principal. And the principal there is black. And so that's just being black, period. That's like already fascism. So I'm fighting with you all against getting all your rights, getting the budget, the the funding that you all need, because we need teachers. We don't need police in the schools. We need teachers.
We don't need
and
police
we need to let,
in the schools. We need teachers. That's right. That's right.
And we need counselors.
That's right. We're so grateful that you called in. I know you're on your way to the
I'm already
parent
here.
meeting. So give a big hug to Sister Miss Tyler. And thank you so much for being there and for calling in, Sister Natalie. I do want to get to this question, and Alexandria started nodding when I said people ask who is 5051. When they first popped up, me and Joseph said, who are these people? These really liberal white folks, right? And maybe liberal, just don't want to be associated with Trump white folks. And there's been a lot of criticism online. We take a little bit of a different position, but I want to hear from both of you. Who is 5051?
I think...
And pull the mic a little closer, sis.
If we're talking about 5051 SoCal, they're a very easily identifiable group of people who are out on the ground all the time, and, we see them at events regularly. I think if we're talking about 5051 on a larger scale, that's where the conversation gets a little bit more complicated, right? Where we have the rumors about them being corporate backed or being some kind of like PSYOP, controlled opposition, like whatever it is. I think 5051 everywhere you go is different. I've met different 5051 chapters across the United States at this point. They all operate differently. They all have different funding. There's no national
What does it
connection.
even mean? What does 5051, 50501 even mean?
50 states, 50
Protests
demands,
one day,
movement
right?
or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I think it was from the initial demonstration, right? So 50 states, 50 protests in one day, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
And it was a response to Trump.
Yeah.
It was,
right?
yeah.
It was a response to Trump. So this is brand new to them.
Yeah. I think 5051 represents, the demographic of allies who don't really know where to put their energy, and that has kind of grown into what we all know as 5051 over the last year, 2 years, with these No Kings and like these larger, seemingly more organized protests that it's like everyone can get behind this one message, this one movement, whatever, however you want to see it. I think it's just an easier way for the more recently activated people to get involved and have a safe outlet because they think, 5051 does it the right way. They get their permits or like whatever. 5051 SoCal does not do permitting, by the way, or work with any cops or anything like that. But some of the chapters do in other states and other cities. And it's like, you got to focus on what's in front of you.
And that's something we pushed hard on after the first protests because Black Lives Matter doesn't believe in permits for protests. It's stupid. Why would you ask police for permission to protest them?
Yeah.
Then it's not a protest.
It's a parade.
That's a parade, right? So we don't do that, but also, and when we talked about the drama, and I'm going to just be real brief and transparent about it, part of it was that when that happens, they use police, and the police are unleashed on Black people mostly.
Yeah, 100%.
And so there was an issue with them coming in around Brother Eric setting up. And so we did have some really courageous conversations about why we can't do that, and they did modify their practices as a result. Some of the criticisms online have been around 5051 and this idea of really quelling protest, right? Quelling real protest.
Yeah.
Some of the criticisms have been around that there are posts online when it says, No Kings 3. If you go to the website, it says this is not civil disobedience. Why would you not be committing civil disobedience? What are you talking about, right? And so there have been a lot of criticisms. I'm just going to offer our perspective, what we adopted years ago as Black Lives Matter, Los Angeles and Black Lives Matter grassroots, which is there's going to be tens of thousands of people there. And this is an opportunity for us to get on a big stage and share our message. We started doing that with the first Women's March, right? We were like, should we really be there? We don't agree with, their demands. And there were Zionists involved, and we got up and started talking about free Palestine. They didn't like that at all. But now it's too late. We got the message out to hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah. So that's our thought about it. When we come forward, I want to hear what your thought is, because Alexandria, I know that you are not moderate or even a liberal. You're something else. Sister Georgia, I want to hear about why UTLA plans to be there and what that connection is. There's more coming forward, and of course we want to hear from you. Are you coming out today? You should be coming out today. Again, we're going to be downtown at 2 o'clock. Our phone number is 800-920-1580. 800-920-1580. More to come.
A safe place to go loud. A great place for progressive politics. KBLA Talk 1580.
Ever notice how your floors still look dirty, even after you mop?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Swiffer Power Mop gives you a deeper clean you can actually see.
I'm listening.
Unlike string mops, Swiffer Power Mop absorbs more dirt and locks it away, even in those hard-to-reach spots.
Like behind the toilet?
Exactly. The new micro scrubbers deliver thousands of tiny deep cleaning actions, so your floors look, smell, and feel clean.
Bye-bye, dirty floors. Hello, Swiffer Power Mop.
Try the Swiffer Power Mop. Love it or your money back.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The BLM Center for Black Power is a hub for Black activism in the city of Los Angeles, a standalone nonprofit affiliated with Black Lives Matter LA. The venue is home to live events, meetings, and organizing drives for Black-led community-based organizations. It is also the base of operations for Black Lives Matter LA. Built on what used to be a nuisance property owned by an arms dealer, the BLM Center for Black Power is in the heart of Leimert Park and has opened its doors to everything from youth organizers to toy drives to film screenings and community town hall meetings. To make a donation or make a request, please visit blmla.org. That's blmla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, Black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
BLM's This Is Not a Drill continues right now.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la. This is how we do it.
My name is Melina Abdullah, and I'm in studio with my brother Joseph Williams, Eric Hardiman from Public Statement Apparel, Alexandria Augustine, and Georgia Lee. And we're talking about the No Kings protest, which you should be getting up, getting dressed pretty soon, because at 2 o'clock we're going to be downtown, making sure that we say we don't want devils in the White House, but we also want to move forward an agenda for our people. And we started to talk about how we came to the conclusion as a revolutionary organization to participate in these kind of big stage events, even though our approach might be a little bit different. So I want Joseph Williams to hop in on that.
Yep. Doc, and you really said it all already, that we believe in the need to build a mass movement to actually accomplish what we want to accomplish and fight for and build a new world. And that means reaching our folks where they're at and helping them move closer to where we want them to be. That doesn't mean condemning. This is a moment where we need to be building a broad tent to fight back against the advance of authoritarianism and fascism. And so that means getting in the streets with folks and helping take folks to the next stage. Yes, it's great that you came to a protest. Now get involved, get organized, help us fight to build power, to build the world that we want to see, and fight back against the authoritarianism that's advancing right now.
Right. And I was going to ask Sister Alexandria, because you're young and you've taken really courageous positions. What do you see this as? Because we can be nice to them, but 50-51 is mostly, in my view, liberal to moderate white folks who say, don't blame Trump on me, right? That's kind of what it is. It's, you said you see them in the streets, I don't. right? I've never met anybody who said, I'm a part of 5051. I've never met that person ever. They're not there helping us shut it down for Brian Bostic. They're not there for end police associations, right? They're not there as we go and challenge LA Police Commission every Tuesday. We would love, now this is not a condemnation, this is an invitation, right? We would love for them to be there. But mostly this is people who want to say, okay, I see that he's a pedophile and a rapist and a war criminal and a devil, right? And that's mostly who's going to be out there. Why are you a part of this?
I am a part of this because I see this as a time of renaissance. I really do believe that if everyone could lock in right now, we have a huge opportunity to really change how the world works. And it is that conversation of, slowly building the tolerance for civil disobedience on a mass level. It's like most people are afraid of breaking rules in like stores or bars or like whatever it is, and have never had a negative interaction with the police in their life. Like, I think it's really hard.
Most white people.
I honestly, I think even in my experience in the last year talking, most people, like
most black people have not had a negative
most black people, I
we've
think
all had a negative
even more. Yes, most black people, that is a normal experience for us. So it is hard for us to understand something that has become a norm, something that is just like, oh, we just have to deal with this. I know what to do. I need to just like get through this situation. Versus like white people, it's like anxiety, deathly, terrifying kind of situation where I think it's very easy for us to be a little bit, I don't know the word I want to use. I think we could be gentler with people who are phasing their way into the movement. I know it's so funny. But we gotta do it. We gotta do it. There's hand holding and spoon feeding involved with waking people up and radicalizing people, right? And when I get the question of like, how do we radicalize people? My answer is always exposure therapy. How do we radicalize the white people? They don't care until they see it for themselves or until they are directly affected, right? And No Kings is that opportunity to come out where I have had friends radicalized by them simply just seeing how the police treat me differently or speak to me differently versus them, and now they're out there on the front lines with me every day kind of situation. Like it is just like giving people that opportunity to soft launch into civil disobedience in general. I think.
I'm glad you're patient because I'm not. I don't believe in no soft launch, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna jump you in. Jump you in, or you gonna get beat up, right?
I'm a therapist. Is the other piece of
You're a
this.
what?
So I'm a behavioral therapist. So I understand like how to build up that rapport and how to solidify a behavior or reinforce a belief or rework a belief. And I love.
So people who want to be soft launched, we're going to connect you with Alexandria. People who don't go that route, they're going to get jumped in. Or they're going to be on the other side. Before we get to you, go ahead, Brother Eric.
I think that is really important. That's why we have No Kings, right? And there's so many various voices. Everybody goes through different life experiences and feels different ways about different things, right? Mm-hmm. What brings you outside, whether it be Alex Preddy or whether it be the gas prices, right? Mm-hmm. So I that's what's so important about No Kings, having these different organizations coming all onto one stage at one time, because people that are attending get the opportunity to find their tribe. Right, and that's what's so important. Whether it be Black Lives Matter and they want to get out in these streets and hit these LA Police Commission meetings, or whether they want to be coddled in, right, or whether they want to they're white liberal people and they want to connect with 5051, or people that want to connect with the teachers union. That's what's so important about No Kings, and that's why I'm involved with it so heavily, because it allows people to find their tribe and then get this movement moving.
I want to go to Georgia Lee of UTLA. What does this have to do with teachers, Sister Georgia?
I mean, everything has something to do with teachers. We are talking about our kids. We are the people who see the effects, who see the harm of the policies in the wider world, we see the impact on our kids. We have first person front row seats to what happens to our kids when they're exposed to policing, at least the kind of policing that we get. So we see what happens to our kids then. We are front row witnesses to what happens to our kids when the austerity measures roll down and the SNAP benefits are cut. We are front row witnesses to our kids whose families can't afford stable housing. So we see what happens, and we are the folks who are expected to jump in, to dive in, to try to fix, to try to make things work. If I hear one more time, do more with less, I may just have to punch somebody because it makes no sense. Like, you cannot do more with less. What we need is more. And teachers are getting out in the streets because we are tired of pushing against. We're tired of trying to hold off the negative, the crap, all the things. And we are fighting now to see the vision that we have for our kids be realized. Like, we are now fighting for. And so we're going to get out there and we're going to do all the things that we need to do. And I mean, it's not all of us, because teachers are not a monolith. We got folks in all the spaces and places, but there are enough of us now who are willing to march, not just on the boss, but march on everybody else who's causing harm to our kids. March on all the folks who are cutting up, doing, I don't know if I can say it, doing shit. We are now ready. Like, we are ready. We are throwing down and we're getting out there because we have a vision. We have a vision for what not just schooling should be, but what our children's lives should be like. We're tired of watching our kids survive and tread water. We want to see them thrive. And we know what that takes. And so now we're fighting for that.
2:00 downtown. When we come forward, we'll talk more about what we can expect at the No Kings demonstration today.
When we come forward.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. This sound via CNN of a military spokesperson for the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. They've officially entered the war, launching missiles at Israel, reportedly due to Israel attacking Lebanon. CNN says the question now is, will the Houthis cut off a major shipping route through the Red Sea? TSA agents should start to see paychecks as soon as Monday, according to NBC News. Friday, President Trump directed payroll providers to process paychecks even as other DHS staff go without pay during the shutdown. About 30% of TSA staffers are Black, according to Data USA. Finally, radio talk show host Tommy Sotomayor, not a fan of the new Serena Barbie doll. In a post on X, he criticized the doll's slender appearance and blonde wig. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Visit the new Hard Rock Casino Tejon for the Kilo of Gold giveaway. Drawings every Thursday in February. Visit Hard Rock Casino Tejon, the easiest drive from downtown LA. The excitement starts here at the new Hard Rock Casino Tejon.
Break out the champagne. Everybody get a glass.
Tavis Smiley is now ranked number 16 nationally and the highest rated talk show hosted by an African American on the 2025 Talkers Heavy 100 list of the most important talk radio hosts in the nation. Last year, Tavis ranked number 33 and the year before, number 45. The Tavis Smiley Show has rapidly expanded its national syndication to now include nearly 50 radio stations across the country and counting. Congratulations, Tavis.
Yay!
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free. at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453.
An official message from Medicare. Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money. Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to BLM's This Is Not a Drill. Now, back to the conversation.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no.
And we're talking all through the break about No Kings and what we can expect downtown at 2 o'clock. We're talking about how we organize, why we organize, many different approaches to organizing. Sister Georgia Lee from UTLA who would think that the teacher is the most fiery, right? The teacher is the most UTLA is but look, if you really know UTLA, you know they fiery. You know they fire. They are fire. And so why we have to be out in these streets for our babies. And I love the way that Sister Georgia was talking about, this is about education, but it's about how our children actually get to live, what their lives look like, I would love for you, Sister Alexandria, to talk a little bit about what the city's response is already to No Kings?
I think it's a mixed bag. It depends on who you're talking to.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, well, if you're talking to me, I'm ready to rumble, okay? We will be out there from 2 to 5, and then we'll be at the Metropolitan Detention Center. Granted, LAPD doesn't, break our rights. But I think for a lot of people in Los Angeles right now, everyone's just looking for an outlet, just looking for somewhere to direct and use this energy and this frustration that we're all feeling. ICE has not left our city. ICE never left our city, and this illusion that they did is really harmful to, progress and making sure that voices are being uplifted in this time. There are so many really hardworking groups out there right now, and I think No Kings is just the perfect opportunity to bring them all together and give people an opportunity to get connected and get involved.
Yeah. ICE never left the city, and even before that, the police violence that folks have been experiencing stretches back, as we know, a long time. Black folks have been under siege by police in LA, and including in our schools, like Georgia was talking about. The school district still spending $70 million, and LAPD however many billions, and sheriffs however many billions, and all the little police departments. So yeah, definitely hear that, the desire to connect these issues and hopefully get more of our folks engaged and involved than who are now.
Yeah, I would love for Brother Eric to chime in on what it is you're expecting, especially. So what I've seen is that the city of Los Angeles knows this is happening, because they'd be idiots if they didn't know that this is happening, right? Knows this is happening, but the response, we get rhetoric from the mayor. We get rhetoric from elected officials that says we want ICE out of LA. Now, let me say this. You can't give a middle finger to ICE and not also while you writing fat checks to LAPD.
100%.
Absolutely.
Miss me with that. If you giving a middle finger to ICE, then you need to be giving a middle finger to LAPD too, which is still the most murderous police department in the entire nation.
Absolutely.
And has a 70% spike in police shootings in 1 year. 70% spike. But then they also put up, I don't know if you all saw this, put up these gates to block us because they want to channel energy but not rage. Well, the energy should be rage, right? So no, you won't slow down traffic. We're going to put gates to prevent you from getting on the freeway. So in a sense, they're saying you can go out, chant, yell, spin your wheels, but then you got to go home at 5 o'clock. Is that how you feeling? How do you feel about the city's response, Brother Eric?
The city's going to do what the city does. I mean, for them to put up gates, spend your tax dollars,
right,
to put up these gates that are trying to prevent, not stop. You got tens of thousands of people, dare say 100,000 people that you'll see today. Those gates ain't gonna stop nobody. It's wasted tax dollars. So if you just leave people alone and let them do the right that they have the right to do in this country, which is protest, you won't have these issues. If you back down and stop doing what you're doing, LAPD and sheriff's departments, and sit down, man. Sit down and let the people do what the people does. As we see people dying across the waters, as we're sending ours to die across the waters, for a fruitless war brought in by Israel. I said it. As we watch TSA not be able to pay their bills, as we watch gas prices rise, as we watch black people be slain in the street in this country, as we have a president calling black people monkeys and gorillas. There's so many reasons of why people are angry and enraged with this country. In the state that we live in today. So if LA can just sit back, the mayor can just sit back or join us and stop spending our tax dollars fruitlessly and allow us to do what we do to make this thing right, I think that'd be the best response, but that's not what we're going to get. What we're going to get is LAPD and pressure.
So, Sister Georgia, Brother Eric just said, and allow us to do what we do. I think the teachers, I mean, it always surprises me when we talk about who's the most radical on healthcare. It's nurses, right? Who's the most radical in protecting information and protecting our right to our privacy and our own information? It's librarians. Who's the most radical for our young people? It's teachers.
It's got to be teachers. It's always teachers. Because again, we see firsthand, we live alongside the effects of the harmful policies that we see coming from, I mean, let's be honest, our municipal authorities all the way through to the federal government. We witness what happens to a child's body. We see how their psyche is damaged. We see the harm. So teachers we don't feel that we have an alternative to fighting back, pushing back, storming the barracks, doing whatever the hell we got to do, doing whatever we got to do, because nobody becomes a teacher to get rich. We know that's not going to happen. We expect to be paid appropriately for our labor, but teachers, by and large, become teachers because they care. They want to have a hand in shaping the future. They want to make sure that not only their babies, but everybody's babies get what they need and have an opportunity to grow into productive adults. Because we know that these are the folks who, nobody's going to live forever. So we know that these are the folks that we will someday depend on, and we want them to be the best folks that we can help them be. And so we show up and we do the work that needs to happen to make sure that these kids have a chance to live decent, dignified lives.
Daughter of a teacher, I'm the granddaughter of a teacher, I'm the sister of a teacher. Everybody in my family is an educator. And I really I've seen it in my family, but the way that UTLA has been showing up, the way that UTLA is insistent that this is not just about our wages and working conditions, that this is about how we shape what liberatory education looks like so that our young people can be empowered, is so inspirational. In the context of No Kings, I just want to uplift that because our teachers are there, it also sends a message to everybody. Like if you talk to people about what profession is the most loved, it is teachers. It is teachers. Teachers are the most loved profession because you have such an impact on every single person. Every single person who's been educated in any way, who's been to school at any time, has a teacher who's changed the course of their lives. For me, it's Mr. Navies, right? But everybody has a teacher like that. When you come out and say, no kings, we say no kings, it makes it an invitation for everyone to come out and raise our voices courageously. When we come forward, we're going to talk about both No Kings and the importance of coming out today at 2 o'clock downtown, Gloria Molina or Grand Park. We're going to come out today at 2 o'clock, so start getting dressed so you can be out there with us. But also what this means for organizing, because we know that organizing is much more than feeling good among 100,000 people and hearing some pretty speeches and singing some songs and getting some flyers, right? It's more than that. So when we come forward, we'll tap in on that. You're welcome to join the conversation, 800-920-1580. More to come.
BLM's This Is Not a Drill, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Heading out of town this spring? Metro makes getting to LAX easier than ever. Just take the C or K train lines to the new LAX Metro Transit Center. Then catch a free shuttle straight to your terminal. Easy, affordable, stress-free. Travel smart. Go Metro.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo. Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
BLM's This Is Not a Drill on KBLA Talk 1580.
In France, a skinny man died of a big disease with a little name. By chance, his girlfriend came across a needle and soon she did the same. At home, there were 17-year-old boys and their idea of fun is being in a gang called the Disciples, high on crack, toting a machine gun.
So I was worried that Simeon was going to make us get through the show without Prince. But he did not. He never disappoints me. Thank you so much, Sim. So my name is Melina Abdullah. We are talking about No Kings. It's time to start getting dressed. Time to start getting dressed. Get your people and get ready to go downtown. We're going to be downtown at 2 o'clock. I know y'all saying it's not even 10 o'clock yet. I know y'all, if you start getting dressed at noon, you're not going to be dressed. And then it's going to be hard to get downtown. So start getting dressed. Get your signs together. Get your shoes together. Be ready to move so you can make it downtown for the No Kings rally, march, demonstration. We want as many people out as possible. One of the things that we were lifting up is teachers are coming. If teachers are coming, you can come. Kids are coming. If they can come, you can come. Pastors are coming. In fact, I got a couple of texts from some pastors who aren't usually on front line saying, can we come with you? Absolutely. You can come. I'm going to say this, and then I want to turn it over, back over to Sister Alexandria. I'm going to say this. Yes, we want a big tent, but we also want a meaningful tent. We want a lot of people who are out there, but my goal whenever we go out to big stage events is to turn you out. My goal is to say it's not enough to just say we're going to vote for the Democrat. Remember, Kamala Harris was a Zionist too. Gavin Newsom just apologized for being at all critical of Israel and said these words. I would never say, in fact, I'm not even going to say. He said he is a Zionist. He spoke those words. So for all of y'all who like the way Gavin Newsom trolls Donald Trump, I like that too. But that's just optics.
I don't.
That's just optics. It's just optics. So we got to be willing to say, what kind of world do our babies, as Sister Georgia was lifting up, what kind of world do our babies deserve? So our goal, and I'm speaking for you too, Joseph, I think, our goal is to turn you out. Our goal is to turn you out. That this is a moment when we can't just say we want liberalism instead of fascism. This is a moment when we say we have to have radical transformation, where we say everybody has a right to be housed. The rich don't have a right to steal all the money from the poor and working class people. And we will say working class people, that we have to be united. And we have a right to say Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. We ain't moving on from nothing. And we're going to say ICE out. We also going to say middle finger to the police all together, right? So all of that, I think that's really, really important. I want to pass the mic to you, Sister Alexandria. Give it to you for a minute, then you're going to pass it to Brother Eric, then we're going to keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to encourage everyone to come out. There will be so many different organizations involved, and this really does boil down to coming out so you can find your place in the movement. There is a role for everyone, whether you are a teacher or a healer or, just a supporter. Whatever it is that you do, there is a role for you in the revolution, and today is an opportunity for you to come and find that role. If you are someone who looks for community or is looking for like your tribe, No Kings is a great opportunity to come and find that. A lot of the people that I met at the last No Kings, I spend a lot of time with regularly and organize with to this day. And these relationships will only continue to grow. I didn't know Eric at No Kings 1. I knew Eric at No Kings 2. And here we are at number 3, organizing together. You never know who you're talking to. You never know who you're in a room with. And so get out there, be kind, talk to strangers, and be brave. Put yourself out there and you will be surprised, I promise you.
Brother Eric, what you got?
Man, No Kings 3. Here we are today. It's March 28th. There's so many things going on in the world, and it's so important for each and every one of you that are listening to today, as well as been seeing it on your social media, has been seeing it on the TV. Come out to No Kings. If it's your first time, don't be afraid. You have friendly people that are willing to take you in and educate you about what's going on, so you can find your tribe and continue to move forward in this movement. Also, don't forget, just because we're coming into community, there are going to be vendors out there, so bring your wallets. Feel free to spend money within the community. It's so important because those dollars help to feed families, help to there people are donating money to different organizations. There's all kinds of things going on. So it's so important for our economy within the movement to be thriving. And come out and spend your dollars as well.
Because he is a Black entrepreneur, so he could not say that. Who else? Can you just give us like a 20-second overview of who's going to be on that stage today?
Yeah,
Alex,
we'll have, let's see, Frank Mink is coming out. We'll have Jody Sweeten, Dr. Molina will be out there speaking. We are going to have, sorry, let me pull up.
Okay, so that's some of them, and we know that Cecily Myert-Cruz from UTLA is also coming. Sister Georgia, can you give us your quick 60 seconds before we pass it to Joseph?
So teachers are gathered downtown now for our State Council of Education. So between 700 and 800 educators. We are all walking up. We're all marching up. But, to any education worker, whatever you do at a school, if you can hear my voice, toss on your T-shirt and come on out. There is power in numbers, and we need your power and we need your voice out there in the streets alongside us. Come join us. Come on out.
We're going to be MCing part of it.
We're going to be out there. We're going to be on stage. The young people from Students Deserve are going to be speaking, giving us some energy from the youth. So make sure to follow us at LA_Students Deserve. Young people are taking the energy from the streets back to their schools and soon to the strike line with their educators, fighting for the schools that they deserve, fighting to cut school police and protect BSAP and Dream Centers and all the powerful resources they fought for. So excited to be on the front lines with young people today.
April 14th.
Yes, and Black Lives Matter Los Angeles is going to be out deep. We want you to be out deep. Let me say this. You will find some kind people, but I'm not looking for friends. I got friends. I'm looking for comrades who are going to help us. We don't have time to move slow, y'all. Fascism is already here. This is a sounding of an alarm. That's what today is, a sounding of an alarm for you to come out because they are coming for you. You might think they didn't get you. You might think you're safe because you're not undocumented or you're safe because, I don't know, whatever reason you think you're safe. You are not safe. None of us are safe, but we will create safety because we keep us safe. We need everybody out. Today, 2 o'clock at the No Kings Rally March demonstration downtown at Gloria Molina or Grand Park. We need you out, and then we need you to be ready to get these calls to action, to be out tomorrow with the family of Brian Bostic, to be out on Monday, to be out on Tuesday at police commission meeting, to be out on Wednesday shutting down the Legion of Doom, also known as LA Police Protective League. We need you out, and we need you to plug in with an organization. In the words of Kwame Ture, organize, organize, organize. We're going to be on the front lines with the teachers starting on April 14th, unless the school district does the right thing, right? We're going to be out on those front lines. So we need you there. You can follow BLM Los Angeles on Instagram for more, BLM Grassroots for all of the work that's moving all around the country, because there's incredible work moving all around the country. But be out. Join us today, 2 p.m. at Gloria Molina Park, 200 North Main is the address, 200 North Main. We also, in between now and then, want you to complete the People's Budget Survey. That's at peoplesbudgetla.com, peoplesbudgetla.com. My name is Melina Abdullah. You can follow me on all social media at Doc Melly Mel. We're grateful to Simeon on the boards. Grateful to our whole Black Lives Matter crew who makes this happen. Phil on tech. Grateful to Kim on these headlines and the whole crew. We plan to see you today at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
For No Kings 3 downtown. Peace out, y'all.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.